Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola, from the west side. Y'all, happy Wednesday, first of all. And StreamYard is tripping. It first of all, it like I was logged in on time. Well, kind of sort of on time. And it just kind of froze up and we had to reboot the computer. And then I came in and it was all black. Then I had to reboot StreamYard. And I guess it's okay now, but I don't really know. I don't know. Let me see. Let me come from behind the screen. Okay, so it looks like I'm not buffering. But if I start buffering, y'all, and look, now I'm buffering. I'm buffering. So I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. So we're just gonna stop the camera because I'm not doing that. Okay, so StreamYard is tripping tonight, so hence I'm not going to be on camera because we're not going to have, my have it freeze on my face in some crazy way. No, we're not doing it. Anyway, my libation tonight is coffee, and it's a vanilla coffee. And of course, I have a little brown sugar, and I have some oat milk in there, vanilla oat milk. We don't do milk over here for obvious reasons. We were never supposed to drink milk, but cow's milk. But that's another story. Anyway, guys, let's get into the trending topics, the first thing I want to talk about, I want to say rest in power to actor Richard Roundtree. I now have to say the late Richard Roundtree, the original Shaft, the original Shaft. He died yesterday, and he was battling PC, which stands for pancreatic cancer, which is also what my mom had. And so, he was able to go a while with it. And I don't think you guys remember, but Richard Roundtree was one of the few men who had breast cancer back in the day. So this was his second round with cancer, just a different type of cancer. And so I'm going to say in regards to, our pancreas, because that is something that is so important for all of us, we need to really take care of what we eat, how much sugar we're intaking into our bodies, because the pancreas is what helps in that process. So, prayers to his family. He was 81 years old. He's my dad's generation. I thank God that my dad is still here. Let me just share out the show, because I'm trying to push myself back into the algorithm, y'all. And I don't know what's going on with the platform, though, as far as my lives. Either I'm just being very controversial, which I don't think that I'm being in whatever I'm talking about, or the platform is limiting what we can say that is ad-worthy to practically nothing. Now I'm going to say prayers out to the city, I believe it's called Morganville in Maine. Today we had someone going around unaliving people, and the last count was that there were 22 people that had been unalived, and several dozen people who had been injured. And the person responsible for unaliving them was still on the loose. So they were advising people that lived in that part of Maine to stay indoors. This is upsetting. And what's also known about this particular community is that there's a large community there of, they said, Serbian. I hope that this act that happened in New England, because Maine is part of New England, has nothing to do with what's going on in other parts of the world. I pray it doesn't. I pray that, that those folks up there, I guess we'll find out tomorrow what's really going on. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about, I guess, some YouTube stuff. So when I came on Monday, what a difference a day makes. Tracy and her man had a very nasty argument on live and appeared to have broken up. But it seems since between then and today, they've had conversations, they've gotten on the same page. And as of tonight, according to Noble, he just had his last live and he is deactivating his channel and he is off of YouTube because he feels that they can't both be on YouTube and that it'll be a conflict of interest and that he has other things that are more important, namely his health, which is very important because I believe I heard him say in another conversation that he can't smoke anymore. He has a collapsed lung right now and, dealing with that in the hospital. But apparently he had issues prior and they had told him to stop smoking before. And he didn't. And now it's, it must be to the point you stop smoking or you don't live. Hey, TC. So Noble's going to go and take care of his physical and I think mental, because, I don't think Noble was built for the B sector. And it's really tough having your relationship on YouTube. That's why most people don't. Because it's not for YouTube. Yeah, I'm off screen because StreamYard is tripping, TC. It's freezing. So I'm not gonna have my face freezing in no crazy expressions. So I'm off screen tonight, unfortunately. Because I don't normally hide behind my avatar, but I came on screen and it kept freezing, so yeah. And it was freezing before I even came on. I had to reboot my computer and reboot StreamYard twice. So yeah, we're just gonna not do it tonight. Not everyone is, that's true. And I mean he wasn't really beef sector, but I'm just gonna say it's probably best not to have your relationship online. And if he's saying that he needs to log off, then he's a grown man. He's 50 years old. That's probably what's best for him to do. That's probably what's best for him to do. I pray that he, has continued health, and I hope that the relationship between him and Tracy work out. It's not easy trying to get into relationships when you're in your 40s and 50s. No, it's different, but it's the same thing. It's you know it's like still the same stuff, because I don't know how to say this. It's just like, men are still the boys that they were, and women are still the girls that they were. We are just grown children, some of us, especially when it comes to relationships. I feel, but I wouldn't have my relationship on YouTube. It's just not, and I mean, there's people that are on this platform that are married and everything, but you don't hear, they don't be talking about we don't know nothing. Like Miss Betty Boop and Stefan are married, husband and wife. They've been on here forever. You got over Curlin and Sister George over in the black sector. I mean, we might have heard a lot about their relationships when they were dating, but we don't hear nothing about, man. You barely see Curlin online. You see Sister George online, but you don't see her husband online hardly. So, you know, and maybe this is what's best for them. You know, then it can't be a storyline. I mean, because I think once Noble's people started getting doxxed, he was over it. You know, I've never been doxxed. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I have never been doxxed. I mean, but y'all be very bored going out there trying to find out anything about me, because you'll just find out I'm telling you the truth. I did go to USC. Most people who know me as DC. Okay, I'm from DC. I ain't lying about none of that. You know, and knowing what my government name is, it's not important. There's a whole bunch of people running around on YouTube with my first name, which is one of the reasons why I don't use it. Because I don't want y'all to get us confused. I don't want you to get all of us confused. But there's at least 5 other women on this platform that run around through different chats with my name. That's so DC it is. That's all y'all need to know. DC the Purple Diva. you know. It is this place is funny though. But you know, I like that they did a little bit of a remembrance of Richard Roundtree today. People only remember him from Shaft because that's the biggest thing. But you know, he was in a lot of other movies, and he was in TV series. He was in Roots. He's the one who they had, you know, that was pursuing being with Kizzy, who was the child of, Kunta Kinte. Um, I'm glad that, you know, he was able to come full circle in his role as Shaft, with with you having him in the movie with Samuel playing his father. And even though people are like, well, he's not old enough to really be his father. Well, let's see. Sam is what, in his 60s? I mean, he'd be a young father, but I mean, I think he's in his 60s. Or is Sam in his 70s? Because you can never tell with black folks. Let me see. Samuel L. Jackson is. What's his age? Oh yeah, no, he's too young to be his father. He was too young to be his father, because Sam is in his mid-70s. Sam is 74, so yeah, there's like no way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Sam would have to be in his 60s. He would have to be like in my age range. So yeah, he was too young to be Samuel L. Jackson's character, but um, I see the point, but nobody needs to know that. I mean, shoot, he didn't look like he was in it. He didn't look like he was anywhere near 80, and I didn't think Sam was in his 70s. Shoot, wow, Sam is 74. But when I think about the age that Richard Roundtree was, he's one of my dad's peers. I mean, I'm just watching all of these legends, these black legends in entertainment are checking out of here. So prayers to the family of Richard Roundtree. I don't know, did he have kids? Did he not have kids? I don't even know. Let's see. Did he have kids? 3 children? Because if he had children, they would be in my age range. They'd be old, as they call us old. Let's see. Did he have any children? Yes, he had 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 children. Okay, he has a son named John James Roundtree, who is 24 years old. He's got a daughter, Kelly Roundtree. Don't know what her age is. Okay, she's from his first marriage, so she's probably older. Morgan Roundtree, also from his first marriage. His older kids
They don't say much. And he's got like three daughters. Three daughters. Three daughters and one son. Okay. So the son is the youngest. So he had four kids. He has four kids. 24 years old. Wow, he has a son younger than my child. Woo! That was a late in life baby. Because if that son is 24, he was in his 50s. Because he was 81. Yeah, that would have put him in his 50s, late 50s, when that son was born. 1998. His son is 3 years younger than my son. Speaking of my son will be 28 on Sunday, the 29th. Ironically, my son was born on a Sunday. 28 years ago, it was Sunday, the 29th. Matter of fact, the weekend that he was born was the weekend that the clocks went back. It was the weekend that daylight savings time went away. And you guys know that this is the last year that daylight savings time is going to go away, right? It's going to go away, I believe, next weekend, because they pushed it back until after Halloween. So it's going to be, I believe, next weekend that daylight savings time is going to go away, and we're going to get the hour that we lost back in the spring back. But then next spring, we're going to spring forward, and we're going to never go backwards. So we're never going to get that hour back, which it makes no sense, because that's not what the American people asked for. What we actually asked for is we didn't want to spring forward anymore, because the springing forward is what causes health issues for people. Falling back doesn't do any damage. Hey, Robbie. So yeah, Sunday, my son will be 28. Also on Sunday, I'm going to be participating in a poetry contest on Jill's Comfort Zone. That is at 7:30 Eastern Time, which is 4:30 my time. And I will be doing a poem in the form of spoken word. So I invite you guys to come on over there. I have to find the I've posted on my my community wall. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a good thing. Today was the last day to enter it. I entered it as soon as it came out. Thank you, TC. Yeah, he's going to be 28, y'all. 28 years ago. Yeah. I'm not on camera because StreamYard is tripping. It's tripping and it keeps freezing. I don't know what the heck's going on, but yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that tonight. I don't know what's going on with StreamYards, but I'm paying y'all too much money. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out maybe. Cause y'all getting too much money out of me. I know some people are on Melon. I don't know. I just, then I got to learn a whole new OBS system. I don't know. And then, or I could just do regular OBS. So I know I've got enough on this Mac to do it, but who knows? Hi, Mama's not on camera, son. You can come in and say hi. Yeah, they can't see you. Say hi. Say hi.
Say hi.
Say hello, y'all.
Hi, y'all. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I know. It's just so irritating dealing with this. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Stream, and I'm not the only one who's having issues with StreamYard, y'all. Everyone has been having issues with it. A lot of people have been having issues with it. So, maybe I do need to start looking at some other things. And they just added some additional stuff so you can, I think, have different backgrounds and stuff. I don't know. I just know I had to reboot my freaking computer because it just froze. It just froze my Chrome up. It just froze the Chrome up. And then when I came back in, I had to go out and come back in twice before it started acting right. That's too much. That's too much that I had to do tonight. I shouldn't have to come in 15 minutes early to make sure it's working. I should just be able to come in, turn it on, and be ready to go. Because it's supposed to be like that. It used to be like that. Y'all remember when StreamYard used to be, you could just come on in, and now it's like a whole production to get the heck in. It's just irritating. So yeah, I think maybe I just need to look at some other OBSs, because if all else fails, I can just, come straight through YouTube. Especially if I'm not, sharing anything and I'm just up here talking like I'm doing right now. But then it's certain things that I don't have access to if I'm just doing it straight through YouTube. So, but I'm working on some other stuff anyway. I'm trying to work on, I don't know, coming up with a different intro for the nighttime podcast for Not So Random Chat. Trying to just do some stuff a little different as far as my intros. I like my intros, but I think I just need to make them pop more, update them, come up with some original theme music, like use my singing gif and write an intro song, that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to make up my mind, trying to figure out putting up a web page or a website making a store and creating merch because I'm just leaving money on the table. But it's me. It's my fault that I'm leaving money on the table, but trying to not leave it on the table. It's just so much to do. And I don't have a team. It's just me by me that's doing it. I know, Raw. I know, girl. But I like to try to figure out some of the stuff on my own. I've been playing in the AI stuff, the free AI stuff. I guess I'm gonna have to pay for some though, because I want to do some AI art. I'm doing it enough to come up with nice little screensavers for my banners. Like, I think I'm going to be using the one that I used on Monday and today for a minute because I like her. I made her with prompts in AI. And although y'all can't really see in the picture, she has a cup of coffee she's drinking. And she has purple braids. I didn't ask for the baby hairs, but the baby hairs are there. I know. I'm gonna reach out to Raw. I have to. It's a lot going on over here, y'all. There's a lot going on. I have to, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go through Wix and just, do one of the template pages to start out with for my or web page, or if I'm gonna do it a different way or go to Square. I'm just trying to decide. And then I have to go. I need to go buy the domain too. Gotta go buy the domain. All that crap. Well, first of all, I gotta buy the domain. I gotta buy the domain. First, let me just buy the domain first. Then I can decide how we're gonna do it. Then I can have a conversation with you, Raw, because I need to have the domain. I need to buy the domain. And just try to do my stuff. Oh, you know what, Raw girl? I saw somebody using one of your designs. I saw somebody using your lips design, the lips one that you have for autism. I saw somebody using your design. I sure did. Hey, Six Figures. Yeah, no, Ron knows. I know how to reach out to her behind the scenes. And I have asked her a couple of questions here and there, but mainly I've just been checking on her. That's it. I haven't been picking her brain, but I should because not I wish that I had taken our dear departed brother Darren Marion up, because he would have done stuff for me for free, and I just didn't want to, do that. So, I don't, I like to try to figure stuff out on my own, but I think I need to get a little help just to get me in the right direction, or to make sure I'm going in the right direction, shall I say. How about that part? But I did minor in comp sci, so I do know some of the stuff. I just don't know all of the stuff. And I was a math major, so y'all know I'm good at that kind of stuff. And that's probably what it is that I could do some of the stuff myself. I just don't know where to start, or think that I'm making it harder than it has to be. So I'm just moving on. I have to get this stuff done because I need those extra streams of income, and I need to get them working before the end of the year, before the end of the fourth quarter, especially because YouTube is trying to play with our AdSense checks now. They're trying to play with our AdSense checks, and I don't get a big AdSense check from them, and they trying to play with that little AdSense check that I'm getting. So I need to make that money come from other places, and I need to make that AdSense check bigger too. So I just gotta get my ish together. Now, I did see something very interesting today, y'all. And this is kind of like more black sector stuff than beef sector stuff. But apparently, somebody didn't pop the jokey. Somebody has her real information. Somebody has her real information. And yeah, and I think it's Turkey and China. Lord have mercy. And they're just waiting for her to do something so that they can just put it out. Ouch. Now this would be interesting, You got so many people that go around here that don't show their faces, that are basically trolls. And folks are trying to pull all of them people from behind the screen, because they're trying to do the same thing over there in the B sector with Pizarro. Here's what I'm going to say to those of you who remain behind the screen. Nobody's actually, seeing your face, so they can't verify, that whatever avatar you have up there is actually you. Y'all know that that's avatar that I have up there is me, because I've come from behind the avatar. And matter of fact, I started out from behind the avatar. I only put the avatar up when I'm having issues like tonight with StreamYard freezing up. And yeah, we don't want to have no crazy freeze faces. Crazy freeze faces to me are worse than camera slips. But if you haven't come from behind the screen, whatever your reasoning is, because I don't know, you don't like what you look like, you're catfishing us, whatever, probably just stay behind it and don't come from behind it, Do what you're doing. Hey, Terry. Do what you've been doing. Do what you've been doing. But a jokey girl, child, if they got your information, I don't even know what to say because you've gone around here terrorizing a whole bunch of folk under the guise of being, untouchable. But if your information is, I mean, they talking about they got your husband's information, your address. I don't know. And I haven't even seen you around. Is that why we haven't seen you, girl? I don't know. But Beasley seemed to take pleasure in talking that ish today. Oh, I don't know what's up with him. That's another one who was always off camera. And now he on camera every time he comes on, he's on camera. You know. Good night, TC. Thank you for coming and hanging out, sis. I know I'll be on late for y'all East Coast folk. And I'm on later tonight than normal. But I do want to talk about the seminar that I went to tonight because I did tell y'all I was going to be going to a seminar tonight in regards to anxiety. And it was really good because you gotta kind of a lot of people. I think we all deal with anxiety. I think we all deal with anxiety. I think going through the panorama, it probably heightened anxiety for a lot of people, and there are still people who are still not really comfortable being back out in social settings. They still have anxiety about those kind of things. Um, but what was good about the seminar that I went to tonight was because they were really talking about, the difference between normal anxiety, which we all get, and anxiety disorders where the anxiety can take over your life and cripple. Hey, Koja Malik, and cripple you from doing things. And just really about how we manage situations and in our lives, and how we manage anxiety so that it stays at a normal level versus it getting into the level of where you're getting into fight or flight or freezing situations. So it was really interesting, and I looked at it from perspective because there's a lot of things that I deal with in my life that can be overwhelming and do cause anxiety, especially dealing with things that deal with my son, because I'm always wondering whether I'm doing everything that I can, if I'm doing enough, I'm doing things fast enough. Am I doing, is there something that I should be doing that I'm not doing? You know, dealing with making sure that everything that he's supposed to have is happening, and just dealing with being a caregiver and how doing certain things you forget about taking care of your own mental health and physical health and even spiritual health needs, you know, and just the things that you need to do, like breathe, like just slowing down and breathing and just to calm yourself down when you're dealing with certain things. So I thought I came out of it with some good information. I am going to probably do like just a little, probably a short video on just some key points of things that we can do to help us deal with anxiety. And I'm just talking about normal anxiety. I'm not talking about anxiety disorder, because that when we get into the anxiety disorders, that's something that has to be for professionally diagnosed. But I'm just talking about the normal anxieties that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, like dealing with, on our jobs, in our family, you know, things that we can get through that do not cripple us from moving forward. So just some tips on dealing with that, like breathing, exercising, listening to music, those kind of things that can help with anxiety, doing creative stuff, praying, meditating, all of that helps. So it inspired me to put out something, because I think I may have done something on anxiety, but I'm pretty sure it was at least 2 years ago. So it is probably time to say something about it again, because I'm sure I didn't give any tips in that. I'm sure I just talked about, and I think I might have talked about grief. I don't think I actually talked about anxiety. I don't think I did. Or even anxiety disorders, which I wouldn't probably, because I'm not an expert on anything that is on the DSM-5. Nope. Other than I know autism, because they put autism into the mental health things, which I never. It, I it's hard for me to understand, but I just think that autism is part of the mental health things, as far as with the diagnosis, because they didn't know where else to put it. They don't know where else to put it. And because of that, you have people who have autism that may have other things going on with them. And I always wonder, are the other things really going on with them, or is it just because they they're trying to find dual diagnoses? I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here, because now I'm rambling. Now I'm rambling. But I will be back. I should be back on Friday. I'm off tomorrow. It's just a mental health day. I'm taking a mental health day tomorrow. We really do, Coach Malik. We really do. And if I let all of the stuff that I deal with out, yeah, I think I would be a crazy person. but I'm not. Thank God, but I'm just trying to find that balance. And then I know we all are trying to find that balance. I'm working on it. I'm not there yet, though. I'm not there yet. But I should be back on Friday, y'all. Look for me in these YouTube streets. Look for um some content. I'm trying to put out some tomorrow since I am off tomorrow. I'm gonna try to drop some of the content that I have been working on tomorrow while I'm off. Let me find my outro. I'm also working on my poem for Sunday that I will be performing on Jill's Comfort Zone. And after I perform that poem, I will then be posting that poem in a visual spoken word form on the Purple Diva Den. Hopefully my poem and my spoken word performance is good enough to win, because I could use that 175, I think it's 175 or $200, the first place. Yeah, I could use that money. I could use first, second, or third, but I would really like that first place. Yes. But it will be great. It will be great for my spoken word, so people will, see my poetry, etc. But anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday. Until then, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. I am out of here. Hopefully, StreamYards will let me be great on Friday, and I will be able to come on camera. We won't have all this freaking freezing. I'm out, y'all. Peace. See y'all on Friday. Bye.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.